What's up, everyone? 3 days left of Vintage Cube. Is it time to start forcing Storm yet? Maybe, I'm not sure. This pack has some legitimate options. I think Karn is pretty good. Time Twister for all the combo decks. Then there's some fair cards like Sylvan, Tracker, and Glenn, but I'm just going to take Time Twister. And we'll see if we can get some of the combos with it, or maybe blue-green will be open again. I've been playing a lot of blue-green lately, but I think it's a little bit undervalued. Not a great pack if you want to play combo. Spellseeker is an okay blue card. I haven't loved playing Emrakul combo lately, but that might just be the pick here. I could go into Sneak Attack, or I could pick up Channel. I kind of like taking Emrakul after taking Time Twister. The safe pick would be Spellseeker, I guess, or maybe Mother of Runes or Chain Lightning to go into a monocolor deck. Now there's Heartbeat of Spring that will go in the combo deck, and you can definitely cast Emrakul in a blue-green Heartbeat deck. It's not too hard. Not much else if you want to play combo in this pack. Signet would be okay. This is early to take Heartbeat of Spring, especially since in my first pack there were 2 good green cards and some good blue cards, so I might be passing someone into those colors, but there's also a Memory Jar here, which is okay. I think I'm just going to take the Heartbeat. It's not competing with much else, actually. Okay, there's the Show and Tell, which is the classic Emrakul combo, although there's actually so many ways it can backfire, but it's at least good to have in your sideboard. Wow, okay, so there's also High Tide and Cultivate. I would like those cards both go in the same deck together. I think I'll take High Tide, actually, and try to wheel the Show and Tell. Show and Tell is just a lot weaker than casting the Emrakul, and maybe High Tide will let us cast it. There's also a Wishclaw Talisman, so we're on 4th pick, but it's looking kind of promising for combo. It looks like Reanimator might be open too. Here's Hex Drinker, which is my favorite alternative win condition. There's also Oath of Druids, which it's kind of hard to make Oath of Druids work just because there's so many good creatures, even if you're not playing a creature deck. We can probably table the Oath of Druids. Gush is so weak, though, is the thing. I think I actually just like taking the Oath of Druids more. This is interesting. I'm going to take the Hex Drinker and just wheel the Oath of Druids, I guess. Okay, there's the Breeding Pool, so the archetype is somewhat open. It looks like black-based Storm might be open too with the Imperial Seal, but we have the High Tide, we have Emrakul. This version of Storm really wants to be blue-green. Devoted Druid is okay. There's really not another option, so we'll just keep kind of forcing this lane. Blue is not super open. We're seeing we got the High Tide 3rd or 4th pick, and now we're not seeing a lot of blue cards, so we might have to audible, might have to go into another archetype. Here's Past in Flames, so maybe blue-red Storm might be open, or I could take one of these green creatures. I'm just going to keep taking the combo cards. I think we're really far down this path. Just going to keep going. Now there's Tireless Tracker. The Sylvan Library got taken. That's not surprising. I'm happy to take Tracker. And I'm happy to take Toski. This is another good card, kind of like Hex Drinker. That's a really nice one to have against the blue decks in the sideboard. I'm not passing up much here. Sundering Titan. It's possible we pick up the Channel or maybe even go mono green. I think Sundering Titan's probably the best card for us here. We did table the Show and Tell, so I'll just take that. Wishclaw Talisman also tabled, so yeah, black combo is looking open. Oh wow, someone took the Oath of Druids, but yeah, as you can see, we have kind of all these creatures that would get in the way of the Oath of Druids, so that's actually fine. I think it's just a little too hard to use that card. Okay, red looks a little open. Yeah, we don't have a clear path here just because we're probably not going to be able to use this High Tide because we won't. It's going to be too hard for us to put a ton of islands into this deck. But we have some strong green cards, some decent win conditions. We don't have any untap effects, which that's what we're really looking for to combo with the Heartbeat. But we'll see how this pack shapes up. Here's the second Emrakul, which would be okay. Preordain is fine. Library is okay in these decks. Can draw you into more cheap mana accelerants and you just keep playing them down. It's good in the grindy matchups as well. It's good against the decks that just can't kill you very fast. But it's not going to be that useful against, say, mono red or something. And then Tree Speaker, just keep going the traditional ramp route. I'm not sure if that's what we want to do. I'm happy enough to take the library. Okay, we get past a blue Mox, so that's pretty awesome. And then there's Tolarian Academy that might wheel. Although, yeah, we don't have artifacts. That's not going to be for us. Maybe we'll wheel one of these green cards. Probably not the Brazen Borrower. So Treachery is an untap effect for Heartbeat. And it's also just a solid card. And then there's Ponder, which is always good in combo decks. It can dig you towards your combo. I think Treachery is probably the safest card to take. It can help us combo or just be good in a mid-range matchup. Okay, there's the Time Spiral. So that's another untap and our second draw 7. So we're getting to the point where we have 2 draw 7s. We should be able to combo pretty hard. I'm not passing much here. This Botanical Sanctum would be fine. Volcanic Island, it's looking like the Past in Flames is not getting there. It's looking like this deck might be open after all. The Palinchron does let you go infinite with the Heartbeat, but I usually find that that card is overkill. I don't play it that often, actually. Izzet Signet would be fine. I like it more than Arbor Elf because it's going to be easier to cast. There's also Dreamroot Cascade. I think I want to take the Signet and just keep getting faster mana. It's good with the library. I want to have some cheap stuff that we can just play out to the board. And I'm not really looking... I don't really care to get non-basic duels in this deck. It's getting to the point where maybe we can play the High Tide, actually. And so I want to have as many islands as possible. Now we have Regrowth, which is not good yet in our deck. You would need to get some special cards for that card to be good. And there's also Mind's Desire, which works with Emrakul. So I don't usually play Mind's Desire in my blue Storm decks, but it's actually good with the win condition we have at the moment. Okay, there's Windswept Heath, which gets the breeding pool. That's pretty important. There's also Nissa, which doubles our mana on the forests. And it's just a really good threat. And it can help you cast Emrakul. Wow. I think I want to take the land. That was a really tough pick, though. I think Rex Sage is a little slow these days. I'll just take the Relic, and we can sideboard it. I think Sower is actually decent in these decks. Because we don't need it to like give us card advantage or even survive. It just slows the opponent down. So that's pretty good. Okay, we did table the Academy, and we have 2 artifacts. I'm not going to count the Sundering Titan. Maybe I can get more artifacts. We have Tireless Tracker that combos with it. I'll take it. I don't think I'm giving up much there with Acidic Slime. I don't need that card that much. Huntmaster, this is an okay alternative win condition. Baleful Strix, probably won't be able to cast that. Tendrils, we're not going to be needing Tendrils. Okay, and we tabled the 1,000-Year Storm, which we don't have good instance to use with it yet. Like, it works with Time Spiral to give you a ton of mana. So maybe we can play it. Mox Jet, okay, that's going to be awesome with our Academy. And then maybe we can table this Inspired idea, which will be good. We didn't get the second Emrakul back in the last pack. That's a little disappointing. It would be nice to have another win condition. We're really leaning on the Emrakul right now. Blightsteel Colossus. I find it to be pretty slow. Sylvan Caryatid. I would much rather have another Signet than have this card. Then Portent is fine. Solemn is fine. This deck might just want Solemn. It's an artifact for the Academy. Gets us a land into play. I'll try it out. Okay, there's the Upheaval. Are we running it back? Just playing blue-green Upheaval for the third draft in a row? I guess we are. It's good with the 2 Moxen. So the 1,000-Year Storm is probably not happening, but now Upheaval, that gave us the second win condition that we needed. And now here's another fetch land that gets the Breeding Pool. Mind Twist. We have Mox Jet to cast that, but no, that's going to be too reactive. We're not going to be able to play that. And then there's a green Signet. I think I would rather have the Signet than the second fetch land. Yeah, I need to remember that I have Tolarian Academy. We really want to get to that critical mass of artifacts to make it playable. Garruk would be okay here. It can be good with Academy. It can be good with Heartbeat of Spring. Yeah, it's probably just good enough. It's just versatile. It ramps you and it's a threat. Maybe slightly better than Vendilion Clique. Okay, Grim Monolith, that card. It's good with our draw 7s. It's good with Upheaval. This might be like our turbo mana deck. Augur of Autumn is also okay. We don't have the fast bond, and we're probably not going to get it, so yeah, let's take more artifacts. Okay, now we got Metalworker. I'm not sure if we really got there on Metalworker, though. It might be able to reveal 1 artifact in our hand. And then there's Brain Freeze. I don't really think we're a Brain Freeze deck. We can't cast that many spells, actually. Woodfall Primus, that's going to be good with Mind's Desire. I feel like all of those cards are a little hard to make work. And now Uro, we're not really an Uro deck either. I have 1 fetch land that goes into the graveyard. And besides that, most of what we have is permanence. But it's still probably the best card for us. Now there's 2 card draw spells. I think Inspired Idea is a little bit better because you can draw it at any point in the game. So I'm going to take that. And there's a Signet, of course. I think we kind of got there on that sort of stuff. I don't want to take an off-color one. Bomat Courier is not going to be playable. Okay, there's the Sakura Tribe Elder, which ramps our lands, which is what we're trying to do with Heartbeat and High Tide. And there's also Mana Flare. I don't think we need the 3rd Mana Flare effect. It's a late Lelia, but that's not going to be for us. We're not an Eternal Witness deck. Plowunder is good in some matchups. So we're kind of just a blue-green ramp. No, I'll just take out the Woodfall Primus. It's going to be hard to cast because of the triple green. Okay, we're going to be on the draw. This hand looks okay. It's a little slow. Well, we need to draw land, basically. Okay, I need to play my Breeding Pool untapped here if I want to play Tireless Tracker next turn. And it looks like we're in a combo mirror match here. Our opponent has a nice start of Workshop into Metalworker, so pretty scary. Wow, Mindslaver. Be able to play that. I wonder if they'll just Mindslaver me right away. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Wow. Turn 2 Mindslaver, that's insane. So I think the best play here is just cast Inspired Idea, draw me up to 8 cards, and then discard my 4 best cards. It's not going to be game ending though. They're also playing Time Spiral and Nissa, yeah. Okay, well they have Emry plus Mindslaver. They need 10 mana to be able to do that. Well, to be able to hard lock me, that is. Let's see if they have 2. I think they drew into a Grim Monolith, so that's 4, 7, 9. If they have a land, that means they have 10. So they're not quite to the hard lock. I'm surprised they're playing out their Revoker. I don't know why they did that. I think they had the hard lock last turn. So they can just burn my show and tell here. Image on Revoker. Okay. I feel like they could have imaged on Metalworker. Okay, I think they're pretty close to having the lock now. They have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't. They just had game if they used their Phantasmal Image to copy Metalworker. But I think this is enough to concede now. They discarded my Garruk. I could bring in Relic, but I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Plowhunter could be okay. Sundering Titan looks kind of weak. Plowhunter is going to be too slow. Sundering Titan also looks kind of weak against them. I think I'll bring in the Relic. They might not have that many win conditions. Uro might be a little weak. It's just so hard to escape it. So let's take out Uro. Let's try this. This hand's a little slow, but we have library, so it should be able to draw us into some acceleration. Okay, our opponent has gone down to 5, but they did mulligan into Workshop. So they've got a bunch of mana again. We'll see what other sorts of threats they have in their deck. Okay, so they're going to have 10 mana they can use on artifacts next turn. Okay, we did draw into a 2-drop. Nice. Okay, I played a Forest, which may have been a mistake if they have Sundering Titan, but I have a couple green 2-drops I wanted to play. If I drew it off of library. Okay, there's the Nissa. That won't kill us too quickly. Oracle, and they have Phyrexian Revoker on top. So I probably want to Treachery that Oracle. That seems pretty good. And then this Phyrexian Revoker will be able to shut off my Grim Monolith. So the question is, do I want to library here? I think I do. And now I can even library again. But, okay, and I have Upheaval on top, so I guess I can set up to Upheaval next turn. Do I want to draw? I think so. Drawing's got to be worth it here. Now there's Time Twister on top. Let's play the Relic because it's free. I don't want to draw Time Twister. So let's just Solemn. Keep getting islands. Now there's Mox Sapphire. Okay, so we didn't get to do much with our Tireless Tracker there, but we're setting up for a good combo turn. I think my best bet with this hand is just try to keep going off with Oracle of Mul Daya and get a bunch of lands into play and cast Emrakul. I feel like my opponent probably won't be able to kill me for very long. They're really low on resources because they mulligan to 5, and so I don't even want to cast Time Spiral. I know they can definitely have some explosive draws off of that. So they're playing the Revoker, and they called Mox Sapphire. So let's see if they attack here. If they do, no, they don't. Okay, well, I'm going to draw useless Mox Sapphire, but yeah, now I'm going to just start going off with Tireless Tracker. Let's cancel. Let's put down the Mox Sapphire. Okay, maybe I'll just... Oh, okay, now Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just cast this with Cleave. I think I have enough time to do that. Then I'll go up to 6 cards. Then I'll crack this Clue. And I'll go up to 7 cards. I'll draw off Library. Now I have Mox Jet on top. Okay, I've played 2 lands this turn, so I don't need to shuffle. 7 cards in hand. Yeah, this feels fine. I'm just going to pass. I'm not under a ton of pressure. My opponent has 1 card in hand. Their Nissa is about to ultimate. So that's a bit of an issue, but let's see if I can stop the Nissa from ultimating next turn. I might have to upheaval. They find Mindslaver, I'm just going to be dead. So, yeah, it is possible that I need to do something before they Mindslaver me. Because if they Mindslaver me, they can upheaval and discard every card that is currently on the screen right now. That would not be good. Okay, they're going to start attacking. I want to block with Solemn. I think it's okay for me to just take this damage. Let's see. What am I going to do next turn? How much mana do I have? I think I have a lot. I might even be able to upheaval and cast Sundering Titan. So I'm just going to block with the Oracle. And now the Oracle will not get returned to their hand if I upheaval. I'm drawing Mox Jet. That's got to be good. Yeah, I think this is the upheaval turn. Okay, I'll play out Mox Jet. Yeah, I can... This should be good enough here. Do I need to library? Taps for 6. Okay, I should have waited to tap the Tolarian Academy. Thirteen mana, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have at least 18 mana. I'm just going to make more mana. I don't need more cards, I don't think. So I have 8, 10. Yeah, this is going to work. Academy. 6, 7. I think I can even put my Signet down here. Put this down. I have 10 mana. Put down... Oh, I've cast so many cards. This is definitely fun. Okay, next turn they do get Revoker. Do I want to Titan? I think I just Titan next turn, actually. Let's play the Signet. Play Grim Monolith. I probably could have done this a little bit better. Let's just Mind's Desire. There we go. Oh, I can't use the plus on Garruk. That's funny. All right. It's 1-1. We both got to go off in pretty spectacular fashion, so that's awesome. Okay, pretty similar hand, but now we have the Upheaval High Tide ready to go. So yeah, same thing. I'm just going to library, draw into more mana, and see how that goes. Be good to hit a Mox here. Oh, we hit our own Academy. Okay. Guess Signet. See if they have Revoker. I'll draw with my library first. I just want to get the most information. Yeah, now I think it's time for the Academy. Okay, I'm in the same position with Upheaval. I need to make sure that they don't Mindslaver me. Golos. They shouldn't be able to Mindslaver me next turn. Let's see, they need white mana here. If they get it, they can activate Golos. It looks like they don't have white mana. I think I can wait one more turn. I don't think I have to Upheaval now. Their Academy taps for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They only have 8, so they can't Mindslaver and activate it. I think I get to wait another turn. And yeah, I'm just going to keep getting islands. I can do a pretty decent Upheaval next turn, but I don't exactly have a threat to play down. I have plenty of mana though, so yeah, I should be able to tap my library on the upkeep to draw another card again. So let's see what happens here. My opponent could definitely do some things that mess me up here. Okay, they make a construct. They don't have a counter spell. We're going to be in a good position. And there's the Mindslaver. Okay, so I think we've managed to get around the Mindslaver. And we're just going to Upheaval again. Is there a way for me to get the Garruk down? I don't think so. I only have a single... No, there might be. Okay. Let's see what I have now. 3, 6. Tap all that. That's 10 mana. And the forest will give me... Okay, I need to use the High Tide. Yeah, I have tons of mana. And then I can... No, there's no way to Garruk. I can leave High Tide in my hand, though. 7, 10. Yeah, this is not going to be a great... No, I need to replay all of this stuff, so I think I need to high tide. Put one green down, though. I don't think I need to go fully all in. Okay, that was a mistake. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, now I don't get to play a land down, so that was definitely not great. Okay, so a bit of a mistake there, playing my forest before the upheaval. Okay, that was a great draw. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to race this, really. They discarded some artifact mana and an Ulamog. Now they're playing their Grim Monolith. I am at 7 cards. Yeah, we'll get to overrun next turn. Okay, nice. We won the combo mirror. Here we are for round 2. We're on the draw. Opponent has already played their Steam Vents tapped. So let's go to our turn. Opponent had a draw step stop set, so maybe that means they have Vendilion Clique in their deck. Wow, another Metalworker deck. So I have some options here. I think I want to use the Secura Tribe Elder, because the other options I have, they can add mana the turn they come into play. Basically, Wall of Roots and Signet, they both give me 1 extra mana next turn. Just like Secura Tribe Elder does, but this one, there's a lag of 1 turn to get the mana, so I think this one makes sense. Even though I do want the landfall trigger for Tireless Tracker, but let's see how this works. Okay, they have Kuldotha Forge Master, so they're going to be able to... They will be able to activate that next turn. That could definitely be a problem. Draw Solemn. So yeah, now I can put down Signet and Wall of Roots. I think that's the best thing I can do. I could also put down Grim Monolith. Yeah, I think just keep building the mana up. Hopefully they can't kill me here. They might be able to get Bolas's Citadel. That would be really good. Sundering Titan would be really good. Would take out 2 of my lands. Okay, Colossus. I can block that for 1 turn. Maybe even 2 turns I can block it. This is fairly tough. Let's see. 1, 2. I have 5 mana here. I think I need to go for Mind's Desire next turn. So how do I do that? What's the best thing I can do? Maybe like Inspired Idea here? I think that is probably the best thing I can do. And maybe try to draw into some Moxen. Okay, yeah, I drew into High Tide. Mox, Library. So let's see, my hand is going to go down to 4 cards. So what if these are the 4 cards next turn? High Tide, Sapphire, Monolith, Mind's Desire. That seems like probably the best thing I can do. And now there's not really a downside to drawing a card here, even though it's pretty much just going to get discarded unless it was a Mox there. Oh wow, okay, how did I not realize I just drew Sower of Temptation? Can I Control Z this? Okay. Wow. Okay, let's discard Solemn, Tireless Tracker, and Grim Monolith. My opponent is playing blue-red, so if I Sower... Oh, wow, okay. 2 damage. Does this kill me? Do I go to 9 Infect here? Okay, I'm still alive. Pyroclasm, I'll have to remember that. Okay, they have 1 card left. Wow, Upheaval? I honestly don't know what to do here. If they have another burn spell, which I can confidently say they do not, because if they did, they would have killed Wall of Roots, and then I would have just been dead on board. So I think, honestly, going for Sower here is the best play. How do I do that? Can I play around Mana Leak? 5 mana. And just, like, play out this Mox. Do I just, like, High Tide into Sower just to play around Mana Leak? Because I don't think anything else matters. Like, if they counter my Sower, I'm going to lose the game. Oh, okay, that was... Yeah, I should not have done that. Now, if they have, like, Mystic Confluence, they can cast it. Okay, but I feel confident that this was my best play. To go for the Sower. The Upheaval was, like, a little bit lower variance of a play. Let's see if I regret this High Tide. Wow, got there with the Sower. Yeah, so this is part of the reason why I personally don't like to play Blightsteel. It's just slow, and bounce is really good against it, and so is mind control effects. So they're playing like Artifact combo again. I didn't see the counter spells, so I don't know if I want to bring in Toski or Hexdrinker. Let's just run it back. Wow, look at this hand. I'm going to keep. If Time Twister gets countered or something, might be really bad. That feels pretty good. Can I Sundering Titan if I draw... No, I have 5 mana right now. Okay, they played a Signet. There's another Forest. Yeah, I feel like I just go for the Time Twister for value here. I'll play out the land. Interesting. We have the Show and Tell. But let's just get the Uro going. Uro is mostly a ramp card in this deck. Let's see, I can put this Windswept Heath in the graveyard. I can put Devoted Druid in the graveyard by putting 2/1 counters on it. I can put Show and Tell in the graveyard, although that's very risky. Yeah, maybe I should have taken out Show and Tell, considering they have Blightsteel Colossus in their deck. They're playing red, so they might have Sneak Attack, which would be a good way to kill me with Blightsteel Colossus. We are kind of light on action here with this hand, actually. See if we can draw into some more card draw or something. Okay, we drew into Emrakul. Let's see. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So I can Show and Tell. And I have enough blue, so I can Show and Tell, and then I can Treachery whatever they play. I should probably do that. Yeah, it is a little risky to just continue to pass the turn and wait. I mean, okay, so I have 8 mana. Devoted Druid gives me 2 up to 10. Solemn takes me to 11. I'm fairly close to casting the Emrakul, but Show and Tell plus Treachery, it actually feels fairly safe. So I'm just gonna go for it. See what they have. They have Corrosive Portal. Yeah, that was good enough to win it. Okay. Awesome, let's go to the final round. Okay, here we are for the final round. We're on the draw. This hand looks okay. It needs some card draw. Wow, another workshop deck. Okay, I don't hate the matchup. It's been working out well so far for us. Okay, another fast Forge Master. I'm guessing they can probably activate it next turn. I'll put down the Monolith. This way we have, at least I have outs to casting Treachery next turn if I draw a blue source. Yeah. We'll see what, if they go for Kuldotha Forge Master here. To ready, that's pretty strong. Okay. Yeah, they're going to Forge Master at instant speed. Okay, we might be dead here. I draw Show and Tell. they have Blightsteel Colossus, I think I'm just dead. Yeah, there's not a ton I can do here. Yeah, Treachery on the Forge Master is just not going to work. They'll sacrifice it in response. So yeah, there's not really much I can do here. I'll just create a beast. This won't really protect me though, because Daretti can destroy it. So yeah, I just have to hope that they don't have Blightsteel Colossus. I think if they get Inkwell Leviathan, I can show and tell Treachery, and then Treachery can target the Inkwell Leviathan. Well, not target, but it can attach to it. It can get around the Shroud, so that would be nice if that's what we see here. Sundering Titan's going to be really good. Here, Battle Sphere. Okay. That gives them fresh 4 Mirror tokens so they can Forge Master again here. We'll see if they have another big creature to get. Crucible of Worlds, okay. I guess they might have Strip Mine or Wasteland, so I'll keep that in mind. Now they're gonna main phase Cold the Forge Master. Looks like my opponent disconnected, so I will pause and I'll be right back. It looks like my opponent came back and they did get Sundering Titan, so I am pretty dead here. So I'm just gonna concede this game. I don't love this matchup. Sundering Titan is good against me. My Treachery effects are not going to be as effective against the artifact targets that this opponent has. Show and Tell seems like it's going to be fine, though, still. No, I think the deck's okay how it is. I could take out Sower for Biogenic Ooze. Maybe I would have liked that. This hand just has not enough action. Okay, this one's fine. I think I might have to just cast Time Twister with this hand. This hand's actually not great. I'm really far away from casting Garruk. We're both on a mulligan to 6, but yeah, I don't love my hand. If my opponent is able to deploy their hand quickly, it's going to make my Time Twister kind of weak. Okay, we drew a Signet. That's good. That's what I wanted to draw. So hopefully they can't play too much here, and then I can Time Twister, and maybe we can salvage it from there. Mana Vault. Into Signet. Yeah, that's what I did not want to see. And even into Dack Fayden. Wow. Okay, I can High Tide Time Twister. Doesn't really do much. Have to Time Twister, though. Okay, we have Show and Tell Emrakul. And we have Upheaval, which will eventually get my Signet back. I wonder what they can do against Emrakul. Daretti does kill Emrakul, I believe. Academy, wow, they're going to be able to cast something big here. Okay, they have Daretti, so they can sacrifice my Signet at some point. It looks like they're just going to plus here, though. Trinket Mage. Getting Walking Ballista. So they can play a big Walking Ballista next turn. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I have 4 mana this turn. I can Uro up to 5 mana. The next turn I can Upheaval. That's not really getting me really anywhere because we'll just play kind of the same game again. They'll still have Dak. They'll steal my Signet again. I think I just go for the Emrakul and maybe it can win me the game. Let's see what they have. In Kieran, that's pretty good. So I have Annihilator 6, but they have, I think it looks like 13 permanents in play at the moment. But I'm not in that much danger of dying because I'm at 20 and I have an Uro. So let's see what else they have. Oh, they have Daretti. So that's going to be able to kill Emrakul. Then I'm going to lose my graveyard. Those all get shuffled back. Yeah, we're pretty dead, but I guess I'm just going to play into my Upheaval line. Then maybe we'll have a chance. Maybe I can draw into Time Twister again. Something like that. Because I don't think I'm going to die quite yet. Oh, they've brought back Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Yeah, they're just going off so hard. Wow. Let's see. Wow, I might even die next turn. Yeah, and they did sacrifice my Signet. Wow. So my Upheaval just got way worse. Yeah, I'm pretty much drawing dead. I'm going to go to 14 here, then up to 17 from the Uro. I think I'm dead. Wall of Roots. Maybe that will give me some hope. Let's see. Does resolve. Okay, I'm not going to try to do the math. Let's just, no, the Wall of Roots is going to die to Daretti. And I'm going to take 10, 14. Yeah, I'm super dead here. Well, nice job to the opponent. They really were able to go off this game. So we'll have to take the 2-1. And this was another fun blue-green deck. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time.